let me share with you just few points which I thought would be my take. Um, I agree with Professor Asfa about caution and optimism. I think it was Reagan who said trust but verify. So we need to trust but verify. In Amharic, they say, "Yaltaretere temenettere." So we need to do that. That's very important. What is our message to the Oromo people? Our freedom lies in our strengths. Without being strong, without being armed, without being able to defend ourselves, we cannot gain our freedom. So what do we need to do at this moment? I think we should all get behind the Oromo Liberation Army, freedom fighters, and assist them. What do we have a message for the other oppressed nations and nationalities in Ethiopia? Our fates are intertwined. So we better get together, we get better organized, we better put our heads, our minds, collective minds together and try to forge a ground which would lead us to a genuine democratic arrangement in our respective nations to begin with. And then whatever kind of arrangement we would like to have together, then we can work together. The Oromo diaspora, my thinking is the Oromo diaspora needs to stop the infighting that we have had for so many times, for so many years. I know because of the failed transactions, the 3 failed transactions we have had over the last 50 years, we are all so much mistrusting each other. But I think we should stop that mistrust and know that our young, educated, well experienced people are in the Oromo Liberation Army. We should get behind them. We should be willing to be led by them if need be. What is my message? Our message to the people who were in power for a long time and want to stay in that power and be oppressive. The Oromo and other oppressed nations have come to a point of no return. No nation in Ethiopia is going to accept the old system, the old unitary system with one language, one religion, one culture arrangement. That day is done. All that you might need in fighting will only lead to more bloodshed, more destruction of property, more mistrust, and more suffering for our collective people. So it is better for you to come to a point where you say, okay, that old system is not working. Let's forget about being in power, being a bully, and let's try to forge a common ground where we could coexist. Because one way or the other, we are going to remain neighbors. What is our message to the international community? My take is the Oromo and the other oppressed nations and nationalities in Ethiopia, which make more than 70% of the 120 million people, are at a point of no return. You cannot force them into the old existence that we have had for 150 years. The Oromo are the biggest in population-wise. We are in the center of the empire. We contribute to the empire's 60% of the economy is made from Oromia, and the people have come to a point of no return. Any arrangement that you might think of, any power brokering that you might think of that doesn't take the Oromo seriously and doesn't involve the Oromo at the center is going to fail. You should come to that understanding.